stumped it hard, but he's got one red left, which is very tough to get up there now.
Yeah. And he's still got a little bit of difficulty with the black as well, with that yellow over the pocket.
I think he might just try and hope to get a good snooker here.
Quite sure what Baden's doing here at the moment. He's got a cramp in his leg. It's looked a bit funny.
Try not to scream.
It looks like Marc just put a slight bit of drag on that. Yeah, I think he'd probably run it up the top here. Yeah, that's what I'd do. So. This is going for the middle. No? No, it's very hard to tell from looking on the angle here. Oh, and that's just popped out on the. Oh, that's unfortunate. Dax just has to hit this at a nice pace to not bring the white ball too far down the table. Just a little bit of bottom to hold the white. Oh. This would be interesting. Let's see if he'll play a little snooker or have a go at it. I mean, Marc's in pretty good form. He might have a go at it. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, he's had a go. Unfortunately, he's spotted the red on the way through. 2 shots for Dax. I can't see him missing this, so should be back to 5-all. I said I can't see him missing. He should be right here. Okay, well, I'll take that back. That just makes me feel like that Dax's heart isn't in this game. Oh, no. Wow. I wouldn't have picked that either. So, after those unusual shots that just happened there, it is now 5-all.
Don't try him there after seeing that.
Yes, it was very unusual. I don't think either of them would have been happy with that. It looked like no one wanted to win the game. Oh, even the last shot with Marc playing it, why wouldn't you just hit it that little bit firmer?
Oh yeah, for sure. You can't just roll things in, you know.
Yeah.
Number 1 rule: never roll a ball, never roll the right ball softly. It can always go off.
Yeah, even if there's finger marks on the table as well. I mean, you can see there at the moment that there's a few rough patches on the table. That's only due to the finger marks on there, but you just never know.
Oh, for sure. That's very
Even if you had to put a bit of drag on it, it would have been all right too.
Well, I'm sure Dax was happy to win that one. He'd just be thanking the heavens, thanking the gods.
Hey, I think he should take what he can get at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
This just doesn't seem as clean as what he should be, you know. Making it look a little bit harder than what it should be as well. That was nicely
I
played
haven't
though.
watched Dax play much, but it looks like he can do a clean up here.
Well, I've watched Dax at Nationals several times, and I tell you what, as a guy on your team, he's one you want. He just fires the team up like no one else, and he's just the best team member that you'll ever get on any team. And he can also do the business as well. So he does talk about it a bit, but he can also back it up. He doesn't look like he's in his best form at the moment, but you know, it might come around. He's playing some nice little sweet shot there.
He's got a chance to get the lead and make it 6-5.
Yeah.
Like I said, it would be a great finish if he does it.
I mean, I was.
Just got to be careful he doesn't shoot foul.
Yeah, that's true.
Played it well. He's on the back into the middle.
Yeah, I think Dax is the type of guy that would double or put this in the middle, or like cut it in the middle.
Yeah, great finish there by Dax. Well done, Dax.
So it looks like hopefully Dax is hitting some form here. I mean, even though that last frame was not the best frame, but he still came away with a win on it. So
I think he's just got more frames, then he'll start playing a bit better. I think he's got a little bit of nerves.
yeah,
Get a couple more drinks in him.
Yeah, and especially since Marc won 5 on the trot to start off with, you know. At least he's got it, 3 frames under his belt now.
Dax is broken and he's sucking 2 reds off the break. Two dead reds, so he may take the yellow here, just roll it in.
Yeah, I think yellows are the best option.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest of shots. He's kind of ended up in no man's land there.
Oh, no, quite. Take this yellow, long yellow. Oh, nice spot there.
Yeah, it's a nice pot. For a big guy, Dax actually has quite a nice cueing action. He's making it look pretty easy here at the moment. He'd be happy with another out, I'm sure.
Yeah, if this yellow goes in, he'll be in favour for an out. And he spotted it. That's a good finish. A little bit of work to do to get onto this last yellow. Stunning side off 2 cushions back around for the yellow. Hopefully he's missed it and he's...
Yeah,
he's left himself
he
a
might
bit
have
of
to
an
go
angle.
off the cushion here too. Maybe he's got a clear shot at it.
And he's spotted it. Oh, no, he's shut over the
Oh,
back.
it's hung.
Could be pleased about that. He's got a Marc's got a sort of pot out here to win.
I think he'd be disappointed he didn't get position on the yellow down the rail. So Robbo's going to have to do something pretty special here if he wants to get away with this frame.
I think he's just going to focus on the pot and the white ball up in the top half of the table and force the snooker. Yeah, and he's
That's a
nailed the
beautiful
pot,
shot.
yeah. So yeah, he's
And
just
he
going to
was,
hit the red and snooker him now.
He's even ended up with safety off that shot too, you know. He's kicked that ball out so nicely. That was a huge shot.
Yeah, that was his problem ball, and he's still got one problem ball left, but he can force a snooker here and hopefully get another shot. Maybe he's going to try to go for the
Looks
pot.
like he's going to have a go at it.
Yeah, snooker behind the black. If he misses, he's going for the pot.
Oh, I
Nice,
think he'll
nice.
have a go at the whole lot
Yeah.
here.
Oh, I was just a roll in red into the middle. If he missed, he would have snookered him behind the black.
Yeah.
So it's a safe shot.
It's a nice controlled shot. Hopefully he's got a bit of angle on there to get down on the one on the bottom rail.
Yeah.
Hopefully he hasn't ended up too straight.
Oh, it's hard to see. He may just, power it and screw back stun. Or may play off one cushion and land behind it. Yeah.
He must have been fairly straight on that ball to start off with. Try and get some angle to come down.
I think he had a little bit of angle. If the ball's not frozen, he can just tap it and, force a snooker.
Or he can cut it in, hit it with a fair bit of force and go up the table and come back down again.
I think the ball is frozen. So.
I wish we could see the table from here.
It makes a few hard things to call, but I think, he's just going to go for the snooker. Not too sure about it. If it gets a bad contact, the white may go in.
Especially off a frozen ball. Want to make sure you hit a cushion with the white.
He's missed it.
He's missed it altogether.
He's given away 2 shots and a free ball.
Foul snooker.
Ball in hand.
Or if he can actually see it, he can just cleanly pot it.
Oh, I wouldn't know. Yeah, he's taking the ball in hand.
Yep.
Oh, that's a great screw back shot there. Yeah, Dax now leads 7-5. Oh, Marc to break and nearly sunk the black off the break. He has sunken a yellow off the break. So if he nominates yellows, there'll be a closed table, but I don't think he has a clean pot at a yellow.
I don't know. I think I'd be wanting reds here. That yellow down, unless the yellow goes through past the black there, which it might go.
Yeah, he's just not happy with the outcome of the break because he can't pot a ball.
Yeah, where the whites ended up is not pretty.
I think he may just skim the yellow where the white's next to and land it on the top rail. And
Yeah, it's a very awkward break, isn't it?
very awkward. Be interesting to see what he does here. No, he does have a shot. I think we just play safe. Can't pot the yellow. So, yeah, so
Joe's skimmed off the red there, has he?
no, I don't know what he did then. It may have been the yellow. The white may have been touching the yellow that it was next to. So since it was touching, all he has to do is hit the cush with the white ball, which he did. So Dax is maybe snookered. I'm not too sure. It's very hard to see from here. I think the only red he can hit. No, he's just going to hit it and give Marc 2 shots. Touching ball again, maybe? No.
I really
We're a bit confused at the
have
moment
no idea
because
what's going on at the
our yellow
moment.
did go off the break, so Marc is on yellows. But
Well, he may have nominated reds. I think he actually did nominate reds, and he skimmed off the red and landed the white behind the yellow to start off with.
that's a great shot.
Wow. Well,
Show a bit of
you
magic
know,
there.
people might think that that was a fluke, but that was no fluke. Dax wanted that to go over there, whether it went in or over. He would have been happy with either.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't know what he's trying to do there, show a bit of magic or something. Didn't work. I thought we'd just roll the yellow over the pocket and block it.
I think he just opened the balls up for Robbo there a bit. He'd be pretty happy about that. Let's see what he can do with it. 2 shots. Pretty sure he's quite capable of going out here. Any real kind of trouble ball he has here is the red on the right hand side. Just wants to make that on. With his 2 shots, he'll be able to do that.
He's missed the pot.
Oh,
So
now he's in a bit of
there goes
trouble.
one shot.
Yeah, he's in a bit of trouble now. He
Dex
has to
does
leave
have
the white up the top end of the table.
Dex does have one problem ball, and that's the yellow next to the right hand middle. Great double.
Well,
And he's pushed Dax's board dead. So
yeah,
Dax now has 2 dead balls. So Marc would be strong for to pot out from here if he has a clean shot at one. I think he's only got the red
he might even take
on
that
the
one down the
bottom.
corner now,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's only when he had on that
Might as
one, I thought
well.
he.
Oh, he wanted to come up a bit further than that.
Yeah, it's a bit short.
He would have preferred to put that in the middle and then go up the top. Had to change his mind on that shot. Just has to roll this in, he'll be right. Put the other one in the middle. He could have come down a little bit further than that as well. He might have to screw back for this one. If he had to come down a bit further, he just could have rolled it in and put the other red in the top right-hand corner. But he's got to screw back a little bit here.
It's all easy finish, yeah. It's nicely on it.
Put it up the
For
top
this red.
left and should be right.
Unless he just tries to roll the black in with the white ball. Could follow through again.
I don't think he'll be making that same mistake again.
Oh, hopefully not.
Yeah, I think he'd be hit, well,
We'll just play off the cushion.
you'd want to
here.
see him hit this one a little bit harder, wouldn't you? There we go.
Yeah, there we go. He's made sure it won't happen again. So it's now 7-6 to Dax. Yeah, if Marc loses by 1 frame, I think a lot of people will be going back to that shot that he played and then the white followed through the black.
Definitely.
He won't be slipping, you know.
Although, you know, he probably shouldn't have had a go at it in the first place. I mean,
you know, he shouldn't have had to go at it, but
Dax stuffed it up with 2 shots and then Marc goes and follows it in. I think he'd be thinking that he used to do that when he was about 10, but not now.
No. Still will haunt him if he does lose by a frame. Nice break there by Dax. He has sunken a red off the break.
What does that button do there? It's alright.
Speed touch.
So he's obviously on
That's not working.
reds at the moment. I don't know if that's, just press that. See, that's on red, it's an orange. That's a great shot by Dax.
Yeah,
He's really good at those shots though. I've seen him do shots like that several times and very rarely misses them.
Just the pressure pot in the black in the middle. Yep, and he's got it.
And that's a lovely shot too.
That's
Well,
now
I think
8-6.
Dax has definitely got his eye now. And Robbo's going to have to start firing back. Don't touch it.
So Marc to break.
Come on, Marc. Let's see it. Let's see it out.
He's broken and he's sucking the yellow off the break.
It's
White's ended up top of the rail, tight on the cush.
Yeah, unfortunately for Marc, the white has ended up fairly safe.
Yes. The only thing when you screw back with a white ball off the break, you know.
Well, you don't really expect it to be landing on the top rail, do you?
No.
No.
But still, anything can happen.
I mean, all the balls on the table, it's got to kiss something somewhere.
So Marc is sticking with yellows. I think he's going to try focus on the pot here and sink the yellow in the middle of the table. Ah, it's a great pot. Oh, he has to hit a cush.
Unfortunately, yeah, the red hit the
Oh.
cushion. Oh, I reckon Dax has got a good look in here.
Yes, he does.
He can do something with
I think
this
he
for
would
sure.
just... No, he's taking this red first. I didn't think he would. He's left it over the hole and he's blocked it, so it's a good result.
Yeah, it's not often you see Dax blocking a pocket, but
I think it was only...
he may have actually meant to pot that, so... But in the same sense, it's caused some pain for Marc. Looks like Marc's just trying to double that yellow over to the other side there. He's just hasn't, he's underhit it a bit. Just need to give it that little bit more to cover the pocket. It's just actually opened the pocket up for Dax a bit here because that red will go in a lot easier now. And take it off the
Just
cushion off
looks
the
like the
yellow.
red does slip into the middle. No, he didn't. He hit it too thin. He's missed the pot.
Yeah.
So he has opened it up for Marc now, and one of the Dax balls is dead on the rail. Maybe two red.
Yeah, Marc's still got this difficult one down here. Needs to get that out now. Well, doesn't need to, but if you want to put the pressure back on Dax, and if he leaves that ball there, he's always going to have trouble. Dax has got too many balls on the table to play with.
Yeah, I think, well, you know, Marc does play that yellow beside the red in the bottom right-hand corner. There's no way he can get the yellow out. You know, I think he sort of has to hit it full in the face and hopefully not get a double kiss. It's a strange one.
I think what he has to do too is try and get some cover somewhere else, or leave the white as safe as he possibly can, which is pretty hard on this table when there's so many balls on the table. Well, that's a really good shot.
Yeah,
He's
it
just
is.
covered or killed essentially two of Dax's balls in one shot, and he can afford to get that ball out next shot. I think Dax is hoping to get two out at once then. They come off the back cushion and get that ball and try and get the other ball out with it as well, but he's still got a dead ball there, so Robbo can probably get this yellow out now. Dax has essentially got three quite difficult balls. I mean, I know the rails are really nice on these tables, but you still have to get position and make sure that you can run them down the rails nice and clean. Yeah, I would be adding some pressure here and getting that yellow out of there.
He's just going to push the black over the 2 yellows and kill the black. Put the game in his favour.
Whoa, wow, that's a good shot. He's put it in there as close as he can. Dax might choose to get it out straight away. He needs to get his... Yeah. He's still on the back foot, even with 2 shots, still on the back foot here. And that didn't help.
No. Sort of underhit that a bit. I'm sure he wanted to be on it.
Not sure what Dax's little plan is here at the moment.
Straight down the rail and develop him. Yeah.
Well, that's the plan. So,
I think we'll just hit this yellow down and sink his red and still leave it in the same predicament it was before.
he could definitely do that. Or he could hit the yellow onto the black onto the yellow and kick the red out. And he's done that.
But yes, he's still got that one problem ball, so I didn't understand that.
If the black had stayed around the pocket, it would have been fine because he can use his 2 to get the yellow off on the right hand side where the red is. It was adventurous, yes. I think he just hit it a bit too hard. Of course, I'm always the expert sitting here.
Marcus, yeah, he's pulled off from Marcus.
What a shot.
And he's had his quarter foul on himself, I think.
He's still got 2 shots to play. I think he has to like just knock this in and give himself 2. If he goes too far up, he might land behind the 2 reds on the left hand side because he has got a bit of an angle there. I think he's going to have to try and hold the white and use his from where he's kind of looking at the moment. Let's roll it in. So, a couple of shots here. You can play for the double up the top. Or you can just knock it out a little bit and put it in the right hand middle. Or you can hit it on the left hand side. Well, his left hand. And put it in the left hand pocket. Left hand corner pocket.
I think
a few options.
I think it would just top spin it forward and get it
Putting
right out
a fair bit of right hand side on this by the looks of it. Oh, needed. That's not too bad.
Good result there.
Well played.
Now 8-7 to that. Oh. Yeah, it was a good finish there by Marc. That Marc's double was a great shot. Who's by themselves?
Sorry?
Who's commentating by themselves?
Dan. Is it Dan?
Isn't there only 2 tables, this one and that one?
Okay.
Is there 3 going or 2?
No, there's 2.
Oh, you got 2 people over there. And then you got Paul and Simon.
We've only got Dan there doing it. Scary. You want to come back on here? You alright?
So Dexter's broken and he's sucking 2 yellows off the break. It's a nice break there, yeah. He hasn't got a shot on the yellow, but he's going to nominate reds.
So it looks like that red down the bottom left-hand side will go fairly clear.
Oh, he's overrun it. Oh my God! I
If
suppose
he
he
can
just
get that
roll it
through
in.
there.
Oh, he's overrun the yellow.
You might have to just...
I think he was playing that red next to the left-hand middle pocket. Played onto the yellow because this is a big pocket. Set it free and then he can putt the red. But now I think he can. He's just thinking if it squeezes. I think he can, so I think he's just going to try block the pocket.
You might just have to sit it in front.
Yeah, he's going to try block the pocket there. Not a bad result, but not the outcome he wanted.
He didn't have much of a choice there, did he?
No.
Do you want to go in here? Yeah. Baden, do you want to go up there and put Scary on here? I want to ask him some questions anyway, so...
How are you, Sue?
I'm very good, Michael Scary. Let me ask you a few questions while you're here.
Okay.
How do you think Marc's been playing at the moment?
I think when he had the black over the pocket and the white, and he rolled the black in and then followed it in, because the table actually drifted off to the right and made the white hug the cushion. I think after that he dropped off a little bit, but Dax, took control of some of the opportunities he had, and I think Marc's on the comeback trail here now. So
I think Dax actually just lifted his game just that little bit.
Yeah.
Look, the frame that they did play where, Dax missed with the 2 shots on the black and then he followed it in, that's pretty unusual to see.
Yeah, but it's actually in a way good to see, like, 2 very good players and something like that happen. It happens to everybody.
Exactly.
So, and we all get to see it and have a bit of a laugh, and I know it's annoying for the players.
I'm sure they're going to hear about it later, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's it.
So do you guys play in the same league at home, or what's the deal there?
We played in a Premier League, in the VPPL, the Victorian Premier Pool League. That finished up a few months ago, and we played in a team with the Manhattan, and we won that. So that was quite good.
So how many men are in that team, or is it men and women, or is it just men?
We had 1 woman in the side. It was Nawana from WA. She originally was from WA, Wani.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we had her and Pete, Travis Henderson, Trent Reinheimer, Paul Ingstrom's, myself, Marc Robertson.
Yep.
And I don't know whether and DJ England. And I don't think I'm missing anyone. I think I've got everyone there.
So it's pretty healthy competition.
Yeah, it was really good. Really good. There's 4 or 5 sides that were really in it, and we managed to pull away at the end and win it. So it was good. Very happy.
As the season, you have different, like, summer season and winter season, or...
Yeah, we have summer and winter.
Yeah.
I'm having a break through the summer at the moment.
Yeah, is the winter season the main competition over there?
Yeah.
Oh, Dax.
Oh, just about to say, Dax really, I would have probably played that a little bit softer, maybe. I know Dax likes punching balls in, but...
Yeah, he does like the pace, but...
I think this, if Dax took a lot of his opportunities from the beginning as well, this match could have already been over. But, you know, Marc was counting on, obviously, Dax giving Marc a few options. Sorry.
It's right, Scary's just taking calls in between.
No, felt my pocket vibrate. It was my phone.
Lucky you.
Thought it was your handbag.
No.
Right, so
well, I wouldn't expect Marc to rattle this one.
No, which ball would you leave last?
I would leave the one in the middle. Take it up for the black, but obviously...
Yeah, I think the one in the middle what he's taking now is probably a little bit too far out. It's still the right option as well.
Well, either way, you could have gone the one in the middle and then the one on the right, and then use the one on the left-hand side to go up for the black as well.
But,
so
I mean, the one in the middle is just as good as any, really.
I guess it's just a preference, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And Marc's left himself good angle now just to run up the table.
Yeah, he'll be fine for this.
But I think maybe the reason why he hesitated at the start was because the yellow was so far out. If it was closer to the middle pocket, then it would have been a lot easier to pot it and drift up the table.
And even then, I mean, you know, he's probably not landed where he wanted to end up there. It could have been nicer a bit further down, or...
Yeah, I'm sure he'll take it. Go 8-all.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty good match. 8-all, couldn't ask for anything.
So, also, let me ask you about the Jake McCartney Rusty Wheeler match. Did you watch that one?
Yeah, I watched that from start to end.
Thanks.
Player up. It's a pass. To add a frame. Bottom player is
okay.
10 brackets.
That's the wrong score. It's the wrong score.
It's 8-all.
Is it 8-all?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Minus.
Oh, yeah, and this one.
That's it.
Right, just getting the scores right there. Jake and Rusty, yeah, watch that from start to finish. Very good match. Obviously, Rusty was favourite going into that, being at home, but also...
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think Rusty was favourite going into that, but also it also added pressure too, like also being in your hometown as well. You know, more pressure, more expectation.
Yep, you're right.
But look, other than that, two very awesome players going at it. It was great to watch, and you know, 6 hours into it, we did see fatigue set in, and a lot of the guys started to Jake started to miss a few, Rusty started to miss a few, and and that's cool. It was really good watching them go out there and battle it out, and give us a show.
Yeah.
So it was really good, and I hope there's more matches like that in the future. It's really good,
it's great for pool. I thoroughly enjoyed it when we had Maddie and Sonny playing here.
Yeah, I watched that.
It was just like the crowd there and the atmosphere, and the different sides of who was cheering for who, and that actually because Maddie's not a real pool 8-ball player, being a snooker player, there was a lot of snooker players there that hadn't really seen Maddie play 8-ball. So
I've never really seen him play at all. I didn't watch the match live at the time, but I managed to get some time a week later or so and sit down and watch the whole match, and it was impressive. It was good. And to watch the emotions too, from start and then the middle and then the ending. At 17-all and watching Sonny pot out, him taking deep breaths, walking around the table. And then they hugged it out at the end, which was awesome, and that's what you want to see.
It was a huge match, and Maddie was playing Sonny's game there for a while and beating him at it, and then it turned around, and it was like a bit of a roller coaster. But also with the match with Jake and Rusty, Jake just always seems so relaxed.
Yes.
Whenever he never looks like he's under pressure. He might walk off and scratch his head every now and again, but he still looks very relaxed when he plays.
That's one of the best assets Jake has. He always looks calm out there.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Rusty.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake's awesome. Just going out there and being calm.
He is.
And Jake's A and B game are very strong.
Yeah.
Jake's A game is one of the best in the country.
I agree with you
and
totally.
Jake's B game is one of the best in the country.
Yeah.
So
I love watching Jake play. I didn't go to the Nationals this year, but I always put my money on him, like in any event. I really do. Like I've seen him at Berry, and
it's a pleasure being in the same side as him, really, and watching him play, and just the way he goes about the outs and the way he goes about the game. He'll take on a hard one or something right at the start, then roll in the rest of them, and they're just his shot making, like he works it right down, to a T. It's amazing.
So
also the same as well.
Also, you're not going to the Worlds this year?
No. I pulled out due to basically financial reasons.
Yeah.
It costs so much to go over there, especially with a little one. He's turning 5 in a few months, and I do want to spend some more time with him, and I want to be out, out all the time.
Yeah.
Not that I am out all the time, but I want to spend more time with him now that he's growing up, and he's starting
It is very hard, and it does go very quickly. I've got 2 teenagers, and through my 8-ball career, it's been very hard to manage children and playing. But the World Championships, it does cost a lot of money to go to.
It does,
and
I will go again. I'd love to go.
Do you think they'll be changing it to Malta? Have you heard any rumours about that?
I did hear that. Not next year, the year after. And if I do make the side, I probably will go to Malta for respect to my family.
I think you probably get a few more people.
I've got family over there as well, and that I can see and stay with, and so hoping to be in the side when that happens and go away. So
I think everyone would like to see a change from Blackpool to somewhere different. It doesn't matter where, just somewhere.
I think it should be around, around the world.
A rotation,
That's right.
I know with the snooker, I've just been to India, so that was a big change for me going to India. And next year the World Championships are in South Africa, so they change it up a bit. I guess people want to go, and you get good teams with that as well.
Back to the match here. Marc's got
Sorry.
Dax is in a little bit of trouble here. So Marc looking the pot out here. I'd say the bottom yellow, and then the middle left, and then the middle right, and then the black, the yellow that's next to the black last.
Yep.
He just wants to. I'm sure he's going forward or backwards here. It's a bit hard to see on the screen.
Sometimes it is a bit deceiving.
Yeah, well, on the screen here, that yellow looks very close to the centre pocket, but
yeah,
obviously
but
not. So.
On the table, it's a bit further out. Mind you, like the pockets are quite handy pockets, and
it's a very nice table.
Yeah.
I was saying before, if you're playing well, it rewards you, but if you play bad, it actually cannot work in your favour. So Marc wants to put the white sort of back where it is now. That way, if he does miss, Dax doesn't really have a shot.
Yep.
So
keep safety in mind.
That's right. And just makes your opponent, still have to play big shots to beat you. So he just wants to come back out to pretty much the centre table here. Very nice.
Just put the black in the same pocket.
Just got a message from Jojo saying the World Championships of 8-ball 2016 will be held in Malta.
Oh, well, there you go. That's obviously confirmed then. I think everyone will be looking forward to that. Is it that one?
So enough there from Dax. Probably looking at yellow balls, possibly, or reds. Obviously one of the two. But obviously, having the red over the pocket can look deceiving. A lot of people might go red straight away, but
you've still got that red on the back cushion. Unless you take that red on the back cushion first.
Yeah, I think Marc might be looking at yellows here.
Yeah,
maybe going straight
they do look pretty clear on the table.
Because he's got a few, the yellows down the bottom of the table, he can actually go into the black.
Yeah.
So, and all the yellows are there. Just needs a small nudge on the black, which you'll look for very, very early.
So kick it out while you've still got those two yellows down the bottom too.
That's right, and if worse comes to worse, he can play a double on the black, or even play the black down the rail in amongst that red, but I'm not sure whether that will go.
Tell you what, doubles on these tables are very nice.
Yeah, I think
they come off very clean.
Looks like it's playing well. Cushions are very bouncy, which is good.
Yeah.
Just looking to clear these two yellows first, then come down to the table.
So which ball do you think he's going to use to get the black off? Do you think he's going to come down and screw off one of these yellows to get the black out?
I'd say he would try and do it off, could possibly try and do it off the bottom, but he might even just play for the double. He can actually play the yellow that's going towards the centre pocket now, and actually come off the bottom rail
cushion.
And just nudge the black.
Yep.
If he wanted to, but...
I think he's going to do that. No.
So, I mean, he did have the angle as you saw there, but he wasn't going for it. So I think he's possibly playing for the double on the black.
And it's not going to do him any harm doing that anyway.
No, the thing is, as long as you know that right from the start, you can sort of
commit to the shot.
And you can work your way, in position for the black. I think he's just running out of position here a little bit. He can even play the black up the rail if he wanted to. It all depends on how he lands on it.
Now, what time's your match on?
It's on at 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yep.
Don't have any today?
Nope. 6 o'clock tomorrow, my match, and 9 o'clock for the VIX.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're 3 hours behind here in WA.
Yes, we are. It does cause some pain for us sometimes.
So as you see there, Marc was playing for the double, and he's left himself fat on it, and he has two shots, which I didn't realise that the white ball must have jumped off the table.
It must have done.
So that makes
I was thinking
sense.
It was like one shot off the break, but...
And you can see what he's done there. He's laid up. He hasn't tried for the double, and if it missed, then try again. You make sure the first time by just nudging it out.
If you got your two shots, you might as well use them. Yeah.
You can still go about the frame, the out with one like you got one shot.
Yeah.
And then use your two on the black.
I've seen that. I've seen that happen a lot of times.
So we're just going to try and get the score right here. Nope.
Oh shit.
What have I done? What is the score? It's 9-10. Okay, let me try again.
10 to Marc.
No. Oops. I'm going backwards.
Scary's not a technician, let's put it that way.
I got it. I'm all over it.
He's got it. He's potted a yellow off the break.
Robbo on the hill. And it's 10-8, I think. So we're going to try this again. I thought I had it. Okay, got it.
We hope that score's right. You've got it.
10. Oh, I think Dan's playing with it now.
Dan is playing with it.
It's 10-8 to Marc. There we are. See how I fixed it? Not.
Yeah, well done.
Thanks, Dan. Dan Lynch, CueballTV.
He does an awesome job every time. Whether he's in the same state or not, he still does a great job.
So Marc there with a good opening pot. and is on the hill and looking to take this match out.
Has Marc got another match today?
Yeah, he does at 6 p.m. He's got Nathan
McMahon, yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
And he's giving a 5-star to Nathan. I hear
Nathan actually made the state team. Marc. Nathan actually made the WA state team, but he couldn't go due to work commitments. Yeah. So he's a handy player.
If you can hear us, Dan, I don't know whether you can make the screen a bit bigger.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if you can make the screen bigger.
The table looks really small from our view.
Maybe you should have asked for that earlier.
And Dax just running a little bit too far there. And
He's got 2 shots.
He does like to play quick, but it can get him into trouble.
It can too. He's done the right thing going up the top there. He's going straight in.
So, oh God, this again.
Okay.
10-9 to Dan.
Dax.
10-9 to Marc.
Oh,
that's really good, Dan.
Thank
that's
you,
awesome.
Dan. And if you can change Dax's score to... thank you.
Can you commentate too while you're there? That's pretty good.
Thank you.
That's really good.
Lucky that wasn't an important frame or anything, eh?
No. That's exciting, 10-9.
It is exciting. It'd be even more exciting if Dax wins this one.
That's it.
Quite a handy break too.
That's it, yellow down. Could go reds or yellows here. Or would you go?
I think I would go yellows because I think that yellow where the reds are can clear those reds out of there and you still have the pocket open for the others.
Or you might even be able to roll in the yellow that's near the pocket, then you can play the other yellow in the opposite pocket possibly.
Yeah.
I think Dax going to go reds, which is still alright.
Yeah, either way.
What are you going to go for? Who's winning? Just want a bit of right hand side here and drift down the table.
He's just overhit that a little bit too.
Oh, it was 2017, Malta.
2017, so another couple of years to go before they have it in Malta. I really do hope that they lock that in and it does happen. I think you'll find you'll get definitely stronger teams coming from Australia.
Yeah, a bit more excited to go different countries as well.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of people that have gone quite a few times.
I think it's fair too to have it in other countries.
Oh, I agree with you.
So I think Dax out of position again. And he's going to play a Jackie. Oh no, or a swerve.
Whoa. Oh, no.
Very big shot there. He's on both of them.
There? Oh yeah.
I assume he is. One good positional shot here. And that looks good to go 10 all.
I'm not sure how much Dax has been playing, but he's playing pretty nicely at the moment. There we go, hill.
Dan, if you're there, can you change that? If not, I can try.
Go on, try.
I'll try.
It's funny when you try.
There you are.
Oh, well done.
I'm a quick learner. Ten all.
Well. No, here. Okay.
dry break there by Robbo.
Black out of turn.
3 frames. 2 of them.
The third one, 2 shots on black, 3 for recycle.
Right, I think Reds look alright here.
Is that a dry break, was it?
Yeah, dry break by Marc.
Oh, that was unlucky for Robbo.
I think you'll see Dax just slow down a little bit here.
Well,
Pace around the table.
I know he does try to keep his pace up around the table, but yeah, like you said before, sometimes it does get you in trouble. And just to have a little bit more of a think about what you're doing when it comes to this stage, I mean, things can go wrong.
That's it. Sure how he's landed there. I think he's alright. He's getting down on it, so it looks alright. Just wants to come back out. Oh,
I wonder. I'm pretty sure that goes through as well, does it?
I don't know.
I think he just fouled.
No, I don't think he fouled.
No?
No, if he did, he would have owned up to it.
Oh,
All
well,
right,
I tell you what, there's a
Marc.
sniff here. Well, what can he do here?
I think Dax was just saying to Marc we should go outside and do a push-up contest.
I
That's what they're laughing
think I know who will win that.
Yeah. A lot of work here to do for Marc.
He does have a lot of work.
Probably try and leave the white down the bottom left-hand side of the table, pretty much where he is now.
And the black's out in the open, so there's, you know, it's pretty difficult to.
Where he's got his cue there.
Yeah.
Is pretty much where he'd like the white.
Maybe left it over here.
He just wants to try and make it hard for Dax.
Yeah.
Last thing you want to do here is pretty much gift wrap the frame and let them roll in 3 balls. Yeah, make them play, you know, one good shot, if not 2 good shots to win the frame and the match.
Yeah.
So got a pretty good pace there.
It's a good shot. He might be able to see an edge of the top middle ball.
The yellow at the top right is blocking the red in that pocket.
Yeah.
So what would you do here? Send the yellow up or?
I think I probably would. I think I would push the yellow up against the other yellow. Don't want to put it too close.
No.
I would have actually put it. That's okay. I still probably would have left it closer to the rail.
Yeah, it's okay, but Marc can get them both out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I probably would have tried to make it as close on the rail as possible.
I would have
you still want to be able to.
That way,
the top
Marc's
rail?
got to use probably more than, because right now Marc can get both those yellows out in one shot. So there's a chance here that Marc could go game. But with that yellow,
2 shots,
getting it away from that other dead yellow and putting it to the top cushion. Now
it's harder to get both of them out. Yeah,
that's right. But this is a chance that Marc didn't think he was going to get. So
exactly, it should have been all over by now, you know. Right. And Dax just got out of position on that second last ball.
Yeah, just had to come out, 6 inches and just went a little bit too far. So.
But yeah, I hope it doesn't come down to the in off on the black. I mean, that frame.
No, there's been more mistakes than just that one. I mean, that wasn't a mistake. It was a bit fortunate the table rolled off a little bit, but so be it. That's part of 8 ball.
Yeah.
All tables, pretty much every table's got a small roll in it here or there. But the table, other than that, is running fine.
I think they are running fine, and it could have even been like a bit of the cloth as well, going on the way down. Sometimes you find with these cloths that they're quite thick with the finger marks on there. I've found it has affected balls before, so.
He just wants to pop this and stun across to the cushion. He's done that. So he's just planning here on how he's going to get those 2 yellows out, I would say.
Yeah.
And where he put his cue down there is pretty much where he wants to be. So looks like he's taking this in the bottom corner and coming off the side rail and back up towards the bulk end.
Yep.
Didn't really want that kiss.
No. Now
as long as he can still pot that yellow. He's not liking it.
No, they look pretty close together there.
So possibly if you wanted, you can now still get those 2 yellows out.
Yeah, because
he's stacks to actually have a bit of a dip, maybe pot his ball over a pocket, try and screw into the other red. You know,
put the pressure back on Dax.
If it goes wrong, he loses. If it goes right, well, he'll win. But
yeah, it's a bit risky when you're on the last frame of the match too.
But I don't mind a player doing that because you were basically behind the 8 ball to begin with. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, if he comes away with this frame, he'd be pretty happy about it, and Dax is going to be shattered.
He's going to sort of screw back in the yellow here. Or the red. So he's going to try and keep Dax off that red that he's pointing at. We couldn't ask for a better start anyway. 10-all.
Yeah.
What more do the viewers want?
I thought it was going to be a runaway at the start.
Yeah,
you know, with
like
Marc taking off with the first 5 frames, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Marc's getting the yellows out now.
That's a great shot.
That's a very good shot. That's probably the best shot of the match so far.
I agree. That was an awesome shot.
And yeah, that's a great shot.
Geez, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's very close to game over now. If the top right yellow does go.
I don't think it does though. I'm looking at it from here.
I think at an angle he can pot it in with a little bit of left hand side. It will go. It's up to Marc now whether he wants to get those 2 yellows out. But
and like you said earlier though, like there is no harm in getting those yellows out.
Well, he can play the middle of the 3 yellows at the top, straight on the cushion, and screw back about 6 inches. And then the yellow's going to come off the top rail and hopefully bump into the other yellow and bring them down the table.
Bring them both out.
Leaving Marc pretty much on his dead yellow, unless he's going to screw across the table.
That's unlucky actually. It's landed on the cushion there. And really, you want to get that off the cushion now too.
Yeah, I was sort of half hoping for a result, even in the centre pocket, the yellow bouncing off another yellow going in the centre pocket. But he's going to have to play another good shot here to keep himself in the frame. He has worked very hard to keep himself in the frame this far. So I think he's at the point now where the next safety that he plays will pretty much win it for him or lose it for him.
Yeah. And don't be worried, whatever the score is, Dax isn't afraid to have a go either.
No, well that's the scary thing about it too. So Marc might, I was going to say, knock this off 2 rails and screw the white ball back. Try and sit it at the bottom where the nameplate is.
Oh, he's got the kiss and potted it.
He didn't want that.
No. But it's not so bad because now he can use this bottom yellow here to try and do something with that as well. Although he's forcing the yellow back up to the top end of the table, isn't he? Something smells good here.
What's
food-wise?
Okay. All right.
No, not you. So he's having a look where he wants to leave the white.
He pretty much just wants to leave Dax off the dead red.
Yeah.
But if anything...
Like I said, though, like
actually,
Dax is not afraid to have a go. And if he gets it...
Only because Marc's got no more dead yellows.
Well, that's true.
So he wants to keep him off the red over the pocket.
Yeah.
So he'll probably just push this.
Force him to get that red out.
And try and snooker behind the yellow in the middle of the table. He's got a chance of snookering in both the yellows here. Doesn't want that yellow on the cushion.
No. Yeah, now the yellow's on the cushion. Yeah. He might be in a little bit of trouble here.
He did focus a lot though
on only leaving him. Yeah, on only leaving him on that red that you said.
And the thing was, if that yellow wasn't on the cushion, then it's pretty much close to game over. Dax can get this red out, stun across, knock the other red in if he wanted to. That's probably not a bad shot.
But, you know, like, having said that, these like the rails are really generous. Like, you can pot them beautifully.
It's not a bad shot.
That's a good effort. Let's see something huge here from Robbo. Would be great. There's nowhere to hide now.
Just have to do a Dax special here. It's got two options. You can play the bottom yellow in the corner pocket, stun across and play the Jackie, the yellow on the yellow.
Yep.
Or he can obviously then try, depends on where he lands, pot the bottom yellow, pot the top yellow and come out for the double.
For the double, yeah.
Yeah, I'd just obviously concentrating on just trying to knock the first yellow in.
Exactly. It's not an easy shot to start off with.
Yeah, he's probably just going to be looking at punch it, push and stunning the white ball straight in the cushion and coming across the table probably for the Jackie.
It's not the most desirable over the top of that ball either.
I'd back him to get this. He should.
That's a great shot. He might have come up too high. Oh.
Wow.
That's a shame.
Anywhere but pretty much there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty difficult double if you're going to try that too.
Well, yeah, it's not even on. What do? Just nickel fin, maybe leave the white ball down the bottom right hand, in the right hand pocket.
So he has to play a cannon.
So he's got to play the red on the red,
yeah.
and something could go wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you do here. You try and knock the yellow in the corner pocket, but then you still got to land on the other yellow. You got to play sort of two big shots.
He was really unfortunate that when he played the last shot that his yellow landed on the cushion. If that had been, you know, a couple of centimetres out, happy days.
Yeah. Maybe even play like a triple on the yellow and knocking in the corner pocket and stunning up the table and trying to knock in the other yellow.
Wow. That's huge. I'd like to see that.
It's when you're really
desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he looks to be possibly, I think, maybe screwing off this yellow and stunning up the table into the other yellow over the pocket and try and pot it. Just really wants to catch that.
Very hard shot. Yeah, well, unless Dax horribly stuffs this up, I think it's definitely game over. Maybe we should just let him play that extra 3 frames. There we go. Game over.
11's in a Dax. Well done, mate.
Yeah, well done, Dax. It was a good match with Dax not winning a frame for the first five frames, but he came back and very even the whole way through.
That's it.
So good luck for your match.
Thank you, which is tomorrow, and Marc is playing Nathan next at 6, which is in about 40 minutes.
So yeah, keep watching, and another enjoyable match to come. I think Robbo's still playing well. He's just been a little bit unlucky in that, in that last frame. And mind you, he probably shouldn't have got a shot in the last frame. So
no, well, that's it. And he kept himself in there, and got a little bit unfortunate at the end.
Yeah,
but that's pool. So
that is pool.
All right, I'll see you.
Good
in 40
luck.
minutes.
No worries. Will do. but
didn't you?
yeah, but he shouldn't have got a shot in that last break
No, he
anyway, so
shouldn't.
it didn't
Went to
matter.
the black, and the table dipped in.
Yeah, I know, but he wasn't. Like, why would you try to roll it in for this little screw back?